Hey everybody, what's going on tonight? We're getting ready to celebrate a couple of holidays here. The Thanksgiving holiday, I'm not even going to talk about it. But I don't know if you guys even understand how many different holidays in this country that you guys support 100%. I'm not even sure. I know I wasn't. I didn't understand why they were in place and why we celebrated them. So I don't know why you would. I mean, you guys were all put through the same brainwashing I was put through. But if you start looking at certain things in your life, the holidays, this is what I'm going to focus on. But it's even more than just the holidays. It's the calendar itself. It's the why you celebrate January 1st as the New Year, which is another one of those holidays. You guys don't understand why you do it. You just do it. Well, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I was reading verses in the Bible. And one of the verses I was reading, let me see, I'm thinking it was, I'm trying to look because I write these verses down. I've got a big pad here that I write shit down. And I'm looking at, I think it was at Luke. I think it was in Luke. I'm not for sure. I've got a bunch of them wrote down here, but I think it was in Luke. But I was looking into that, and it was talking about, there's things that we do as people. This is how I took it. I don't know the words verbatim, people. I couldn't do that without having this right in front of me, and I don't have all this right in front of me. But I wish I'd have wrote it down now. But I didn't. I wrote other stuff down. But anyway, the way this verse read to me was, it was, I mean, everything's kind of jumping right now. Wish I'd looked it up. Hey, people, I'm going to go on past this right now because I've got so much running through my head and my heart and everything right now. I'm just going to get into what I've wrote down. I'll have to look that back up. I'm just going to start off, people. Yeah, you guys, come on. What month is September? Come on, it don't line up with the word September. You guys all know it should be the 7th month. Come on. October should be the 8th month. These things throw. Why would they do this, folks? Because I know why. I'm just asking you. Why would September, when it should be the 7th month, is not the 7th month, it's the 9th month? Why, when October should be the 8th month, because of Oct, and I hope I'm not dealing with brain dead people. Why isn't October the 8th month, and why is it the 10th? For thousands of years, folks, we went by a 10-month calendar. Now we got a 12-month calendar. Are you really older than what you think you are? Because if a year is really only 10 months, and you think it's 12 months, well, it wouldn't mean much at around 20 years old, but it'd mean a lot around 60. But also, you guys, now I want to talk about, that's just the calendar that we all go by. And I'll get back to it. It all's going to come around full circle. Then we got a month that we celebrate Easter. Supposedly, the day Jesus rose from the dead. And there's rabbits and eggs and all this stuff involved with Easter. And what rabbits and eggs has to do with Jesus rising from the dead, nobody can ever figure out, but we use it 100% as a symbol for Easter. Then there's Christmas. Yule log and everything, December 25th. Do you know what that date really is, or are you just going by what you've been told? Then we got Halloween. I know you guys pretty much understand that. Now we're going to go back to the calendar. The original 10-month calendar, we went by summer solstice and winter solstice. Now, when the Romans got involved, that being Julius Caesar and Augustus Caesar got involved, the Romans, the pagans, we got 2 extra months. Wonder why that is. Did anybody hear me say pagan? If I did, I'm going to say it now just to make sure. Pagan. Now we go to Easter. That's funny. Because there's a Roman goddess known as Easter. Yeah, she was the goddess of fertility. You understand why they used rabbits? Now, I've heard 2 explanations on the eggs. The eggs could be the woman's eggs as fertility. But I've heard another story about how this Roman goddess, Easter, came to Earth. She supposedly landed in some kind of egg-shaped thing, craft, vehicle, whatever, in some body of water, whether it be a lake or pond or something like that. Now, I've heard that is what I read about her. And what do? We claim it's because Jesus rose from the grave is why we celebrate Easter, and we go to church on that day, and we spread eggs and have rabbits and chickens and stuff. Okay, it makes sense to me. Then there's Halloween. If you don't think Halloween has anything to do with pagan stuff, ancient Celtics festival of Samhain, I think it's pronounced, what they used to do was donning costumes and eating treats to scare off or ward off those Celtics, pagans. They would light fires and wear costumes and eat treats. Sound familiar? Porch lights. Celtics also celebrate their new year on January 1st. Celtics pagans. Now, people, now I went through all that to get to what I really want to talk about. And what I really want to talk about is what my wife proved. You know, I was telling her, and she even threw it up in my face, that, like, this is the first time you're saying this, and nothing's changed, and you still do this, you still do that. No. You got to understand, folks, in my 60 years, 59 years, about 57 of them, 56 of them, I had a thought of Jesus in my mind, but I wasn't walking with him. About 3 years ago, when my granddaughter was born and the way she was born, I got serious about Jesus. And this last year, people, I turned it all over to Jesus from what happened to me. A lot of things. And it puts a stress on the people that love you and that you love, because some of these people, you raised them in a different manner than what you're living today. And this is what I talk about when I mean I've lived, in the 59 years I've been alive, I've lived 3 lifetimes. And it seems like to me in this year, it started early and I'm working on a 4th one, a new one. Because this year has changed many things for me. And that's stressful on the people that love me. Because things are getting so serious in my life, I don't know how to act, and they don't know how to act. Not that it's good or bad. It's just hard. It's just hard. Now, I want to bring up something about December 25th. This is not, there is, I don't know how to say this. I'm looking at my notes. When it comes to Jesus' birthday, let's just put it like this, folks. I've heard some people say that his birth date was in January. Now, this would have been back would this been before Caesar or after Caesar, or after Caesar, before he changed the calendar or after he changed the calendar? I've heard he was in the spring, like June or July or March. The Roman Catholics agree that it's December 25th. And some people say June or July. People, there is a entity, because he was Nimrod. It's talked about in the Bible. He was, I think he'd say either I'm wanting to say warrior, but I'm thinking hunter might be the word they used. For God. Nimrod came to earth, and something happened. Something changed. He became the leader of Babylon. He became the leader of the people who were building the Tower of Babel. Now, his birthday was celebrated on December 25th. They celebrated his birthday by bringing a tree indoors, adorning it with gold and silver and all kinds of things. They even put presents under the tree for Nimrod. They hung mistletoe from the ceilings for Nimrod. Do you guys really even know how the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, come along? Maybe you ought to look that up. I don't think you'll like it. But maybe you look it up. Like I said, folks, nobody but the Catholics and the pagans want to celebrate December 25th. Now, these Roman Catholics, you got to understand, I don't know what Bible they go by. They claim to go by the Holy Bible, but they worship saints. They worship Mother Mary. They worship the Pope like he's a god on earth. I want any one of you to show me in the Bible where it says to do those things. You will not find that anywhere in the Bible, folks. And they are the ones that helped, I think, Nimrod get his birthday celebrated by everybody. In America. Anyway. And you got to wonder, God knows. He knows how, Jesus knows what's in our hearts. But let's just say he's sitting back, he's up there in heaven looking, and God's looking down on us on December 25th, which is a celebration not for Jesus, but for Nimrod. And he sees us, whether we're bringing real ones in or not, symbolism. We're bringing trees and putting them in our houses. We're adorning them with lights and shiny objects, and just like gold and silver. We put the presents under the tree just like it. Mistletoe hanging. Come on, people. God's sitting back looking at us, and then we're on Easter. Easter. Supposed to be the day the Son of God rose from the dead. eggs and rabbits. And if he's sitting in his throne up there looking down on us, folks, what does it look like we are doing? It's as ridiculous as we are all still celebrating the 4th of July. We didn't get probably 70 years out of that Constitution before it was gone. And you guys are all still celebrating the 4th of July like it happened yesterday. Billions of dollars on fireworks. They know you damn brain dead people will line up and buy that shit. Celebrate shit you don't even know why you're celebrating. Just reason to drink and shoot off fireworks. People, I had to come to the realization, and my wife showed me today. I was talking to her about this. I'm a fucking hypocrite. Brian Grooms is a fucking hypocrite, motherfucker. I celebrated all these damn holidays with my kids. Now my kids are having kids. And I'm going to tell my damn kids not to celebrate these things with their kids. As much fun as they had. They didn't know why we were doing Christmas. The churches all lied to us. It's ridiculous. They didn't know why Easter. No, nothing about it. We did this to our own kids. Pass them stories on. How do you think they keep this shit going? Just like the Indians. The Indians would use song and dance to keep the stories going. Yeah, I'm a hypocrite, people. But I'm trying to change those things. Like I told my wife, I said, we don't have to stop celebrating in the manner we do, that we were taught, brainwashed, and trained to do on December 25th. We don't have to do it on that day. We could pick a day in January. Some people believe it's in January. Anything but December 25th on Nimrod's celebration. Any other day. Hell, I'd like to move it completely out of the same month. That way there's no doubt. And I'm working on my family with that. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. All I can do is fight. You guys make no mistake, God loves you and so do I. Only way out of this is through Jesus Christ. And I'm working every day to try and ensure that. If something told me right now, you don't have to worry no more, Brian. You're done. You've done it all. That would probably ruin me. So I think it's the Holy Spirit and Jesus that keeps pushing me. But it's a wonder, have I done enough? Have I done enough? that I struggle with. I've seen both sides, folks. You don't want to be on that other side. The only way out is through Jesus. You guys have a good night. It's just me. Admit my faults again. You guys have a good night.